Hello, this is Tim Thomas, and he is being ridiculed today for not going to the White House yesterday with the rest of his teammates, the Boston Briuns. They won the Stanley Cup last year, and the Stanley Cup winners always take a trip to the White House. Who knows why. But he chose not to go. And his statement says, quote, "I believe the federal government has grown out of control, threatening the rights, liberties, and property of the people. This is being done at the executive, legislative, and judicial level. This is in direct opposition to the Constitution and the Founding Fathers' vision for the federal government. Because I believe this today, I exercise my right as a free citizen and did not visit the White House. This was not about politics or party, as in my opinion both parties are responsible for the situation we are in as a country. This was about a choice I had to make as an individual." Unquote. So, did he say anything that was incorrect or untrue? I don't think so. It's obvious the government is out of control. With the police state that we're living in today, the surveillance state, with the NDAA passing, which is the National Defense Authorization Act, that states the U.S. military can arrest and detain American citizens with no charges, trial, or jury or lawyer if they are presumed an enemy combatant. And the definition of the enemy combatant is someone that is belligerent to the state. What would belligerent to the state mean? Is Tim Thomas going to be detained now? I doubt it. Was he being belligerent to the state because he disagreed with how the government is being ran? I just don't understand how he could be ridiculed for speaking the truth. People need to wake up. How about the Patriot Act? That's another unconstitutional bill. People need to start looking into these things and stop ridiculing people that are trying to bring this to their attention. It's for the future generations of this country. Our children, their children, their children's children. If we don't stand up for what is right, who will? When the day comes when your children says, "Mom or Dad, how did you let this country get out of control? Why didn't you do anything or say anything?" What are you going to tell them? So today I'd like to thank Tim Thomas for standing up for every American, even those who don't get it. Instead of ridiculing him, please look into things he is talking about. Look into the National Defense Authorization Act. Look into the Patriot Act. Read them. You have to do your own research. You cannot depend on television for your information. All the news stations are owned by 4 to 6 huge corporations. You only see what they want you to see. You only hear what they want you to hear. Ron Paul is the only one bringing this subject up to anyone out of the presidential candidates. He is a real person that tells it how it is and that stands up for the Constitution and the American people's rights. Enough with using 9/11 or terrorism as a reason to take away all our rights. It does not make us any safer. And that's what I wanted to say today on the Tim Thomas situation, which should be a non-situation, or it should bring at least attention to a subject that most Americans don't understand because they wake up in the morning, go to work, come home, eat dinner, watch TV, and go to bed. And they do the same thing day after day after day. If they're only getting their information from television or their programming, then I feel bad for you. Have a great day.